Hello, everyone. Today we are going to start a new series about Canadian citizenship test. So it will be a series of questions and answers, and we will start first with question and answers based on the chapters, chapter by chapter. So this will help you to understand how the information can be formed in a questions and different type of questions you are going to see in the exam. So today we're going to start with chapter 1, which is rights and responsibilities. And we can start with the first question, which will be who are regulated by the laws in Canada? And you have 4 options: individuals, governments, both A and B, and none of them. So who are regulated by the laws in Canada? So normally the laws will control both individuals and governments for sure, because the law control everyone. So the correct answer will be C, which is both A and B. Okay. So there is actually a sentence in the book, like Discover Canada book. One of Canada's founding principle is the rule of law. Individuals and governments are regulated by laws and not by arbitrary actions. So the law control everything in Canada. Okay. Next question would be, which of the following is not a source of the law present in Canada? So the first one is French Civil Code, law passed by Parliament, C, US federal law, and D, English common law. So, and we know that actually the law, and take care from the question, because sometimes in the exam you miss a part from the question, which may lead to a wrong answer. So it's saying not a source. So for sure, we know that the law of Canada coming from the French, the English law, and also the law passed by Parliament. So the one which is not a part or a source of the law will be the option C, US federal law. Okay. Next question will be question 3. Whereas Canada is founded upon principles that recognize the supremacy of God and the rule of law, this phrase underlines the importance of, and then you have some option: religion, religious tradition, dignity, and worth of human person. Both A and B, none of these. So if you see this sentence actually just say the supremacy of God, so this is religion, and the rules of law, which actually control individuals, and government, which is a human person. So the correct answer here will be C, which is both A and B. Okay. Next question will be, through habeas corpus, a person can challenge unlawful detention by the state. This is derived from which law? So this actually coming, as we said, that all the rights and responsibilities are coming from the English common law. Then Canada has added some more rights and more rights for the Canadians, but the fundamental rights coming from the English common law. And here the option would be German common law, English common law, French common law, Italian common law. And we need to use a technique to exclude any nonsense options. For sure, we don't care about German option or Italian option, because we know actually the Canadians are coming from England and France, so they are English and French people. So even if you don't know the answer 100%, so now we are choosing one of two rather than one of four for sure. So the right answer will be which is English common law. Okay. The next question, question 5, under oath of citizenship, to which person do the Canadians swear allegiance? So we have loyalty to who? The Prime Minister, Governor General, Sovereign, or Premier. So for sure we know that we are loyal to the King or the Queen of the England as a symbol to all Canadians. So the right answer will be the Sovereign, which will be the King or the Queen of the United Kingdom. Okay. Next question will be, what is the age limit for a person that must have adequate knowledge of French and English for the citizenship exam for sure? So we have 4 options: 12, 75, 14, 85, 18, 54, and 1662. You may don't know the exact range, but at least if you know one of them. So if you are a young person and you know that you must be 18, so you know the 18 limit, or you are an elder person and you know about the 54 limit. So if you know at least one of them, so you can actually just exclude A and B and C because they have wrong limits, and the right answer will be C, 18 to 54. Okay. Next question will be, who is Canada's representative? Who represents Canada? For sure, who represents Canada, among others, the rest of the world will be the head of the state. But in our case, head of the state is the king or the queen of the United Kingdom, which is not the Canadian. So it will be for sure who represents the king or the queen in Canada. So The option will be the people, the governor general, the sovereign, or the armed forces. For sure will be the representative of the sovereign in Canada, which will be option B, the governor general. The governor general. Okay. Next question will be, the Constitution of Canada was amended to add which Canadian charter in 1982? So they added more freedoms through which charter? The Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom. Option B, Canadian Charter of Crime and Punishment. Option C, Canadian Charter of Citizens Responsibility. Or option D, Canadian Charter of National Allegiance. We know for sure this the New Rights, or the New Rights Act was called the Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedom, which is option A. Okay. Next question would be, which one of these religions has greater rights in Canada? Islam, Christianity, Judaism, or they are all equal? Yeah, we know that all Canadians are respect all religions, and everyone can actually practice his religion without any problems. So the right answer will be option D. They are all equal. As there is a sentence in the book says, Canadians celebrate the of one another's presence and work hard to respect pluralism and live in harmony. So all Canadians live in harmony and they respect each other religion and each other actions. Okay. Next question will be, mobility rights states Canadians can live and work anywhere they want. Option B, Canadians can enter and leave the country freely. Option C, Canadians can't live and work freely in the country. C, can't live and work freely in the country. Or D, both A and B. So the right answer for sure will be both A and B, because it means that Canadians can live and work anywhere they want, and also they can enter and leave the country freely. They can leave Canada, come back without any problems. Okay. Next question will be, every Canadian should vote in federal election, provincial elections, local elections, all of these. By law, you should vote in all available elections, which will be federal, provincial, and local. So it should be all of these. Okay. Next question will be, according to the government, which of the following is above the law? Queen, king, option A. Option B, prime minister. Option C, nobody. Option D, governor general. We know one of the most important aspects of Canada is that no one is over the law. Everyone are equal under the law. So the right answer will be C, nobody. Okay. Next question will be, what are 3 responsibilities of Canadian citizenship? Okay. Recycling of plastic, serving in armed forces, being loyal to the British Empire. Does this make sense? This can be one of the responsibility. I don't think we can easily exclude this one from the sentence. Must be fluent in English, voting in election, part of any union. I think also we can exclude this. I don't think fluent in English is a mandatory thing. Option C, buying Canadian products, have your own business using less electricity. Sure, that makes no sense, right? So you can even exclude this. So you actually know that the right answer is D, even without reading the sentence, but we will read it. So option D will be obeying the law, taking responsibility of oneself and one's family, and serving in Nigeria. We know we have 6 responsibilities. These are 3 of them. There are other 3, voting in election, volunteering, and all this stuff. Okay, so option D will be the right answer. Okay. Next question will be, taking care of the environment is the responsibility of government, Queen, every citizen, none of this above. For sure, taking care of the environment is one of the Canadian responsibility. It should be applied to everyone. So the right answer will be C, every citizen or every Canadian. Okay. Next question will be, in Canada, serving on a jury is compulsory, like mandatory, uploaded, and uploaded means like it is a good thing to do it, but it is not mandatory. In Arabic, it's like mustahsan or hasan. Option C will be not allowed. Option D will be dangerous. So the right answer will be for sure serving in a jury, as it's one of the responsibilities, and by law you have to do it. It is compulsory. Okay. Next question will be, so actually in the book, they when called to do SO, you are legally required to serve. So by law, you are legally required to serve. Okay. Next question will be, which of the following is prohibited in Canada? owning multiple properties. You can't own more than one home or more than one office or more than one building. Having more than 2 children. Yeah, is it not a joke? Actually, some countries like China, they actually prevent having more than one child, for example. Forced marriage of women and service in armed forces. For sure, what is really prohibited, not allowed, will be something which against women or against the sex type of the person, which will be forced marriage of women, which is option C. Okay. So this is actually a practice that tolerate spouse abuse and or gender-based violence or gender-based abuse. That's why actually it is prohibited in Canada, okay, by law. In Canada, what is the status of men and women under the law? They are not equal. They are equal. They are equal under some conditions. They are not equal under some conditions. We know that in Canada, women and men are equal under all conditions. So the right answer will be they are equal. Next question will be spousal abuse, forced marriage, honor killing, like you kill someone because of a honor-based crime, all are counted as person's personal problem. So it is your problem. No one will actually harm, will judge you about it. Crime in all circumstances. It is a crime in all under all condition. Crime under some circumstances. Sometimes it's a crime, sometimes not. And the court doesn't deal with these issues. For sure, this by law in Canada is a crime in all circumstances, which is option B. Okay. Next question will be people who are unable to perform full military service in Canada. So if you can't do a full military service in Canada, option A would be can perform part-time. Is part-time service in military possible? Can't apply. You can't apply because it is a full-time or not. Maybe appended by the government, appended by the government, or option D may lose their job. For sure, C and D are not an option, but you can say, is part-time military service allowed in Canada or no? Based on the book, you can perform part-time. So in the book say, even though military service is optional, you still apply for part-time participation if you can do it in full-time. Okay. Next question will be, the safety of Canada's north is ensured by Canada North, which is a part of the Arctic Ocean, which a lot of snow, almost the year, all the year is snow. So the Canada North has protected by RCMP, Royal Canadian Mounted Police, or B, Navy forces. Option C will be the Canadian Rangers, and option D is the Police Department. We know that there's special troops for the North, which is called Canadian Rangers, and they are using snowmobiles to move in this hard and snowy areas, right? So are using snowmobiles in Arctic areas. Okay. Next question will be, serving in the military and other defending forces in Canada is, so serving in the military is compulsory, not existed, uploaded, or looked down upon. So is it optional or mandatory? And if it's optional, is it uploaded? Yeah, for sure it's uploaded. It's something good to do because actually, so the right answer will be C, because actually it is a noble way to contribute to Canada. So just to give back the favor to Canada, it's just a way to join the army and do the military service, right? Next question, which of the following is the name of the military forces in Canada? What's the name of the military forces in Canada? Option A, Canadian Rangers, Canadian Forces, Canadian Army, none of these. So in Canada, they call the forces as Canadian Forces. Option B, Canadian Forces. So just remember this. It's just something you have to know. So this is the end of chapter 1, and next video, we're going to explore some questions for chapter 2. So thank you very much, and see you next time, and have a good day. Bye-bye.